Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Clean Energy Edge. You know what's funny? Clean energy has already won the debate that actually matters on costs, technology, and performance. I mean, we're producing cheaper power, creating more jobs, delivering cleaner air, but we're still losing one big battle: the story. Before we get into it, take a second to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. It helps us cut through the noise and keep the clean energy story out front. So let's get into this. Fossil fuels, they aren't winning on facts. They're winning on framing. They've turned reliability into a buzzword and energy independence into a myth. The kind that gave us drill baby drill, even though drilling for oil or gas keeps us tied to the same volatile markets and old systems. Real independence comes from energy we can control: clean, local, reliable. So while they've been busy shaping slogans, we've been busy showing spreadsheets. And that's the problem. So today I want to talk about why messaging might be the biggest barrier left for clean energy and why fixing it isn't optional, not with the level of disinformation flooding this country right now. Because it's not enough to have the better solution anymore. People have to understand it. That's what the Clean Energy Edge is for, to spotlight the people actually moving the needle in clean energy. If you're one of them, this is your space. Let's make sure your story gets heard. So let's start with the uncomfortable truth. The fossil fuel industry has had decades to perfect the art of messaging. They don't need to be right. They just need to be louder and simpler. Think about it. They talk about energy security, American jobs, and freedom from foreign oil. Easy to remember, easy to repeat. Meanwhile, the clean energy side fires back with words like interconnection and net metering and distributed generation. All true, but not exactly catchy. Here's the thing. They're not winning because people love coal plants. They're winning because they understand the story. We keep responding with PowerPoints when the other side is using movie trailers. That's what I mean by a messaging advantage. They sell emotion, pride, strength, nostalgia. We sell data, kilowatts, credits, percentages. And the public, they tune out. Not because they don't care, but because we make it too hard to care. The truth is, the energy transition isn't a technical problem anymore. It's a communication problem. So let me tell you something I've learned after decades in this industry. People don't connect with projects. They connect with stories. When you tell someone that a school district saved $1 million by going solar, that's a story. When you tell them that those savings helped improve classroom tech, bought computers for kids, paid teachers more, helped to fund after-school programs that keep kids engaged and off the streets, that's impact. But too often we stop at, the system was 2.5 megawatts and offset 30% of their load. I mean, that's not a story. That's a stat sheet. Clean energy is full of wins, jobs, careers, local investment, billions in savings. Not someday, right now. And we bury it all in jargon and red tape. And because we don't tell those actual stories, the public doesn't see the full picture. They don't see that clean energy isn't some abstract environmental idea. It's a financial, community, and national security opportunity. Every solar array, every EV charger, every battery system, they're all part of a bigger story about control, independence, and resilience. That's what people want to hear. Here's the irony. Clean energy has the better story to tell. It's hopeful. It's economic. It's profitable. It's American ingenuity at its best. But until we learn to communicate like that, clearly, passionately, authentically, we're going to keep losing that narrative to the people who've mastered emotional storytelling. Now, here's the good news. Messaging gap, it's not just a problem, it's an opportunity. A wide open lane for the people in this industry who are ready to step up and tell their story right. Because people are hungry for credible voices. They're tired of PR spins and talking points. They want to hear from the ones actually doing the work. And that's what the Clean Energy Edge is for. Real conversations with the people driving the clean energy transition. I'm talking about developers, EPCs, OEMs, investors, engineers, educators, everyone building this movement from the ground up, turning clean energy from concept to reality. If you're out there leading the way, a project, a company, a community, and you're ready to share your story, this is your platform. Because the more we elevate these stories, the faster we move the transition forward. Clean energy doesn't need to win another technology race. We've already done that. What we need to win now is a story. Every time a company hides its success behind technical language, every time a project goes unspoken, every time we fail to connect emotionally, we give our opponents a free shot at defining the narrative. That stops here. Let's fix it. Let's tell better stories. Let's connect the dots between clean energy and real life. Jobs, savings, security, community pride. If you're part of this movement and ready to make your voice heard, reach out. We'll help amplify it. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time.